DNA evidence of God. DNA is considered the language of life. In 1953, a molecular biologist discovered intricately complex design in the microscopic world of DNA. The tiny molecule has been called the brains behind each cell in our body, as well as every other living thing. The more that is discovered about DNA, the more amazed at the brilliance about it. Richard Dawkins argued DNA evolved by natural selection without a creator. Yet, they admit that the origin of DNA intricate complexity is unexplainable. So, we have Francis Henry Compton Crick, was a British molecular biologist, biophysicist, a neuroscientist. He is a co-discoverer of the DNA molecule. Then there's a James Dewey Watson. He's an American molecular biologist, geneticist, zoologist, also a co-discoverer. Rosalind Elslin Franklin. She was a chemist and X-ray crystallographer, also a co-discoverer. Maurice Hugh Frederick Wilkins, British physicist, molecular biologist. He was also a co-discoverer. He and most evolutionists believe life is too complex to have originated on Earth and must have come from outer space. But then they later discovered that outer space had to have been created by a supreme being. Frederick Crick said, "An honest man, armed with all the knowledge available to us now, could only state that in some sense the origin of life appears at the moment to almost be a miracle. So any are the conditions which have had to been satisfied to get going." He says natural selection could have never produced the first molecule. The coding behind DNA reveals such intelligence that it staggers the imagination. A pinhead volume of DNA combines information, a vast amount of information far more complex than one can imagine. DNA operates like a language with its own extremely complex software code. Bill Gates, Microsoft founder, says the software of DNA is far more complex than any software they have ever developed. Many scientists now believe the coding within the DNA molecule points to an intelligence far exceeding what could have been occurred by natural causes. Lifelong atheist Anthony Flew, he was a philosopher belonging to the analytic and evidentialist school of thought, came to an abrupt end when he studied the remarkable intelligence behind DNA. What changed him was the DNA material has shown that intelligence must have been involved getting this extraordinary diverse element together. The complexity by which the results achieved is the result of intelligence. For more than 50 years of DNA research have divided materials for a new, enormously powerful argument design. He admitted that the software behind DNA is far too complex to have originated without a designer, and he is not a Christian. All the scientific evidence leads them to honestly consider that life in the universe had fingerprints of a creator. God provided evidence of a lifelong ago by sending his son Jesus Christ to us to perform miracles for the unbelievers. Most recognize the religious implication of these discoveries. Stephen Hawking, who do not believe in God, attempts to explain why the universe does not need God, but when faced with the evidence, he has also admitted that there must be religious overtones, but most scientists prefer to shy away from the religious side of it. Now, a scientist is a person who engages in systematic activity to acquire knowledge that describes and predicts the natural world. An agnostic, or agnostic, is a person who believes that nothing is known or can be known for the existence or nature of God or anything beyond material phenomena. a person who claims neither faith or disbelief in God. An evolutionist is a person who believes in the theories of evolution and natural selection. A cosmologist is a branch of astronomy involving the origin of evolution, universe from the Big Bang today and in the future. Geneticist is a biologist who studies genetics, the science of genes, heredity, and variation of organisms. A chemist is an expert in chemistry, person engaged in chemical research or experiments. A physicist is a scientist who specializes in knowledge in the fields of physics. Physics, the exploration of interactions of matter and energy across the physical universe. That's what Albert Einstein was too. An X-ray chromatography is a technique used for determining the atomic and molecular structure of a crystal and beamed through X-rays. Zoology is a branch of study, animal kingdom, studying the structure, embryology, evolution, classification, habits, basically a study of animals. Neuroscientists study and development of function of the nervous system, which includes the brain, spinal cord, nervous system throughout the body. An astronomer who concentrates their study on the specific question of the field outside of the scope of the Earth. Molecular biologists, they study cell processes and codes in humans, animals, plants, and other living organisms. A biophysicist is a science that applies approaches and methods of physics to study biological systems. An atheist is a person who lacks the belief in God or existence of God. Okay, then you have an evidentialism, is what it takes for one to believe, a justified belief, or reasonably in a sense of thought to be necessary for knowledge. Okay. Stephen William Hawking is a theoretical physicist, cosmologist, and director of research at the Center of Theological Cosmology within the University of Cambridge. It's Cosmology. I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong, because it gets mixed up with cosmetology and cosmology. Richard Dawkins is an ethologist, evolutionary biologist, the study of animal behavior, unnatural conditions, and reviewing behavior and of evolutionary adaptive trait. So basically, they tried to live by the power of reason and didn't add up. They had knowledge that the compelling case for creator. God was here before creation, and he is the one who created the world. Through him, and whether it be spiritual or material, life exists. Like I said in another video about the meaning of life. We're put on this earth for his pleasure. When Jesus was here, he told us about his love and for us and the reason he created us. He said he had a plan for our lives, and that plan centers on a relationship with him. He died on the cross and rose again from the dead so that we could have life and life after death. God is the Almighty, period.